Today on EA Sports. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott and the Cincinnati Bengals versus Patrick Mahomes and the Sacramento Condors.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Sacramento Condors and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Prescott. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Trying the left side with Kamara. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. They run it again with Kamara. Down to about the 37. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 14 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
But they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. Quick slant here to Smith. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. to the ground. It's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. Sacramento with the football here as we get set to begin quarter 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And touchdown! Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Condors are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll throw again. Prescott. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Mahomes will throw for it. It's complete, and he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the two-point try will be unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Prescott on first down, being chased out left. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 5-point game. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As a look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here, as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run here with Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now Prescott. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Prescott. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Prescott now from the 50. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott now. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott looking middle, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it. Back to Renfrow again, completing. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation, because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Running is Swift. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a carry for Swift. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big
touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Condors are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. A little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And again, it's Prescott. Complete. Smith has it. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw, Prescott. Open man, that's Renfro. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Sacramento, there was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.